Hey guys, just in the middle of installing my new camera, and I figured I'd just show how to install into the nice metal case. Just adds a little bit of protection, and so basically it comes basically like this on a board. Okay, and comes with a menu for changing some of the settings, the contrast, and if it's wide dynamic range and stuff like this. Now you'll notice here it has an exterior perimeter like that. You can basically you trim this off for it to fit into the case. Now, I've already done it on the camera, but just to show you an idea what it's like. There's little corrugated lines there. You can just snip them off, and I like to follow the edges down, because once inside the case, you may notice in one of your corners, if it's not centered right, you'll notice a little bit of shadow in one of your corners from being in this lens or in the housing. So basically, you just slacken them. If you notice or whatnot, you just slacken the two little screws off, and you just slide a little bit. It'll give you a little bit of room to play there to just make a little tiny adjustments or whatnot. If you unplug this and flip it around and plug this into the menu board and this into the camera, your menu is going to be messed up. Like when I did that, for some reason down was the menu in, and I was like, and I didn't realize at the time. Now that was with a Security Camera 2000 camera. I'm not sure about this one, but I got a good feeling it probably would. So if you ever plug it in and you notice that your menu button is all backwards, and it was like to get into the menu was like the bottom button, and enter was right. It's just the way the wires are wired and crossed, I guess. So yeah, so usually I just leave it as is. I don't bother to unplug it from here. Comes with one full lead like this, and I just made up my own solder or my own servo connection, and basically that'll go into the back of the camera, and this goes to my VTX and power. It's a good idea to leave the housing on when you're following them, because it's dust and stuff and everything. You don't want that to get on your lens. So basically you have to take this whole entire housing off. So on the back there's two little screws, one on each side. So you just take them off. It comes right apart, and you just be careful. You don't want to get no fingerprints or dust or anything on your lens. So you just put that to the side, and you take your lens off. You notice, and pretty much they all have a locking ring. So you turn your camera in, focus it, and screw that in. Also, there's usually a little hole there, and basically that's just for the locking ring. So you'll see, what I like to do is, once out at the field somewhere, find something in the distance like a tree or something, and just focus it. You can focus your camera by turning. Once you get it in focus, you tighten that, hold it, and tighten the ring in like that. So you need to go in a little bit further. Tighten it in, and then you can use a little screw. Now this one here didn't come with a screw to tighten in, but the ones that I took off the back of the board right here to take that housing off, they will work too. So now for orientation, you'll notice the back of it, there's 3 holes, and basically it matches the back of the board for your plugs. 3 plugs here. Now the bottom one is your OSD for the menu board. The one on the right is for your camera, your VTX input. And this 4-pin over here, I don't know, I've never used it, and need to get it orientated right. So you'll see on the outside, I forgot to mention, there's 2 little screws on the outside, and it comes with a if you can see that, there's a little bit dark. There's 2 holes on the each side. That's where it comes with a little little bracket that you can actually mount and adjust the get it here. It comes with a little bracket like this, and basically you mount that there and the camera it'll sit in, and then you can adjust the pivots with two little screws on the side. So when you drop your camera in, you want to make sure the OSD menu is on the bottom. So just drop it like that, and you'll notice that also on the back here, when you line it up to match the pins, the two holes to put the backing on are your bottom left and top right. So your other two screws you want to go top left, bottom right. Okay, and it comes with two longer screws. Those are for the plate, and it comes with two smaller ones that you use for the camera, and it comes with two for the outside. And these are the two that I took off for the board or the housing of the lens. So you just tighten them in, and you'll notice that, and if I slacken this off a little bit, like I was saying, it gives you a little bit of play when you sand those or file those edges down. Top left, bottom right. If I can get this like that, so you can just snug them in and test it and see if you get either shadow in the corner, and you might luck out and it'll be fine. Line up the back like that. Use your two longer screws. You gotta use a different screwdriver because the heads of them are a little bit bigger. You just tighten it in like that. And then your OSD board go plugged in. Just make sure you're doing it right. And now for the camera, for your VTX, like that. And we'll use one of these little grub screws just as to lock the ring in. So I get that situated here now. Some guys don't use the screw, some guys do, but I like to just have it as a little bit of reinsurance there. You just tighten that in there. Once you find your focus or whatnot, you can readjust it or whatnot. So, cameras from Surveillance Zone. The model is CC1333 camera. I haven't used it yet, obviously, so I'm going to test it there now. And but for the price, I think it was like $29, and the housing was like $3. And free shipping. So yeah, I think it's a 600 TVL, so we'll see what it's like. It's the first time I've ever ordered or purchased one from Surveillance Zone, I think. The other couple that I have are from Security Camera 2000. This is the 1993X. I got a couple of these. I like these, so I figured I'd just try these. It's 15-20 bucks cheaper. So that's basically a little quick rundown on how to put your camera in a nice hard case. Alright, thanks for watching.